Angelo Acerbi, Fred Film Radio from the 42nd Torino Film Festival. Very happy to be here with Dito Montiel for the film RIFF RAFF. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Angelo.
Well, if we have to summarize your film, we can use one of the first line of the script, which is "Family can be complicated," because it is actually what it is about, right? It's like it's a crime comedy movie about this very wide family that has to face again crime, thinking that they were out of it.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with this story and with that cast, which is something we need to discuss about?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun people. Yeah. Well, John Polano is a playwright, and he wrote this movie as a play originally, all in one room. And I met with him, and I said, "Oh, it's so fun, you know." And it had a lot of heart and a lot of blood, and it sounded like I remember thinking it's kind of like Virginia Woolf, but everybody's Virginia Woolf. So how do we put them all in a room together? And then with casting, I was the last person who didn't know who Jennifer Coolidge was. And I was watching White Lotus because I kept thinking, who's Virginia Woolf? Who's like Shelley Winters, Elizabeth Taylor today? And I'm watching and I said, that lady. And my wife is like, that's Mrs. Kessler or whatever. You don't know who she is? I said, no, but she's good. So now I know who she is. So she came on first. Yeah.
Well, talking about Jennifer Coolidge,
Yeah.
let's start with her. She's bigger than life.
Yes, she is.
Totally. And she's totally outspoken. She does have no filters whatsoever in speaking out. And she is like the funny, the like the comedy part of it. And the crime part comes with Bill Murray when it comes after that. But still, there's always a link, as a shift between comedy and crime continuously. So how did you manage to balance this?
Yeah, it's tricky, you know, and I mean, I love when a movie can do it. I don't usually like to mix the two because usually I get very serious, you know. I got to work with Robin Williams years ago, and I remember he used to call me the no fun police. He said, "Oh, when Dito comes, there's no fun," you know. I go like, "Why are we joking?" You know. But with this movie, it was different, you know. Like it's a back and forth, you know, and but with great actors. Like, you know, you have Ed Harris, who's the ultimate straight man, and he's such a great actor. And then you have Jennifer Coolidge, who's completely unpredictable. And then Bill Murray shows up, and he is,
again,
the next level. I mean, I just love him so much.
How do you work on set to, you know, how did you keep them together, you know?
You just have to watch. There's only so much you can do with those actors. They're special for a reason. And every generation grew up with a different version of many of them. Bill Murray, there's 5 generations of Bill Murray fans, you know? So he's just incredible. And you kind of hang around, and he's very particular about how he says things. Let's try it backwards. Like, okay, try it backwards. And, you know.
So there was a kind of strict collaboration on set between you and the actors. It was not all written. There was some kind of room for improvisation and for, you know, retouching and remanaging.
Yeah, I'm always open. I'm excited to see what an actor brings. But what we usually do is I get to meet all the actors before, and we talk about the role. What do you like? You know, what do you not like? And then maybe they do a few lines for fun, and then go back in and rewrite it for them. So they're not improvising as much on set, but before we get there.
So they absorb the character before, and then
before
they deliver.
I absorb them, you know, like, whoa, Bill Murray, he's a big guy. I didn't know he was 6'2", you know. So he's different than I pictured him, but he's Bill Murray. So you rework scripts, you know, to fit them, which is more fun. I don't need to tell you where to put a cigarette down, you know.
Well, of course. Listen, how did you find the young actor that plays DJ? That is great.
I love him, Miles, because I thought that role was so difficult. Because it would feel forced with most actors. You know, people don't talk that way. I don't even know what he's saying half the time, you know? And this one guy, Miles, he came in to read. I always love to see unknown actors, you know, and I couldn't believe it. I said, we have to have him. And some people are like, oh, I don't know. I said, no. Like the minute he came in, to me, he had the role. So I'm so happy. I love him, yeah.
So you said that it's taken from a play that was like on one single room, but the movie is more or less like this as well. But you know, so there are not many outside scenes, not many different locations. Was it helpful for you to make a choice like this?
Well, we snuck around more than it seems because we leave the room, but for a flashback, but we have to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
out. But,
Yeah, it's true. It's
but
true.
they're
Yeah.
in the room a lot. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's difficult too because, people get tired of being in the same room. And these are big personalities. Each one of them is enough to fill the room. So
Yeah.
it was intense and fun. Again, I have to pinch myself sometimes. It's like, okay, who do I watch today? Ed Harris or Bill Murray or Jennifer Coolidge or Gabrielle Union? It's a nice bunch of actors.
Nice bunch of people
Pete
that
Davidson.
you have to totally trust, because you cannot
Of
follow
course.
them all.
It's always trust.
It's always trust. Well, at the end of the day, this trust paid back because the movie is great.
Thank you.
You
Yeah.
should be happy about it.
I am happy. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot to Dito Montiel, director of RIFF RAFF, here from the 42nd Torino Film Festival. I'm Angelo Acerbi for Fred, the Festival Insider.